Welcome back to Shenanigans, everybody.
All right.
So I was looking it up, and a ballista is not that much.
Fuck yeah, let's get
Like
one.
200 GP.
Well, that'll
like
be an
ballista?
exciting upgrade to your keelboat when you get back to Berkshire.
Yeah, it seems
sure,
like
they
with
have
the
a
rate of
ballista.
fire, it'd be worth it to get the heavy ballista because it's only going to fire once, basically, at the beginning of the encounter. So that's 400 gold.
I'll help
I
Takes
can't
four
wait
of us
for you
to work
guys
it,
to
but-
get into Shenanigans episode, roll up on some like crocodile, and then ballista it to death.
Now,
All right. So the five of you enter this strange city that has been identified as Visage by the moth-masked man. I want to know what La Sombra is doing out in the forest.
When I see them go into the town, especially given that the wall is all of 5 feet tall, I thought they were going to be like halflings that lived here or something. I'm going to sneak my way over to the wall and go over the wall. And are the buildings normal-sized buildings?
Yes.
All right, and then I'm going to get up to the rooftops and follow along, going from rooftop to rooftop, as La Sombra does. Yes, rogue.
Please roll your stealth check for me. We'll have hide in shadows, I guess. We'll use the old thief rules and not the new ones because I'm not super familiar with them at the moment. So go ahead and hide in shadows to get up to the wall unnoticed, and then I will want a climb check to get on top of the roof.
All right, so hide in shadows. I'm still working on beefing up. That's only 50%. Next time I'll make it 80, but so I get 30 points each time. 100. So 26 is under 50.
It is indeed.
And then climb walls is 90%. Watch this be the one I fail. Climb with the wall perfectly.
You did. That was some sick wall climbing. In fact, you didn't even climb so much as you just like intoned the nature of thiefdom, and a godlike thief just carried you up to the top of the wall. So you sneak up as silently as you can, padding your way up to the city. You take a quick leap over the wall and scramble quickly up on top of the building. And just as you do this, you see that the five of your friends are being led by a large masked person that you can, as you look at, is a moth mask. And we'll just kind of zoom back into that conversation. The moth person looks over at the five of you, says, there are no second chances, and says, come, we shall make our visits to the 3 pillars of our visiting locations. And he walks you through the city grounds, past bustling crowds. The bats and locusts among you get wide berths from everyone in the vicinity. Marty, you're waving your hand wildly. Do you have a question?
I do, but I'm waving it in character, so if you want to continue the exposition, that's fine.
Artie begins waving his hand around crazily. You're all given wide berths as you are led up to a wide stone building, about 30 or 40 feet wider than any other in the area. It's still only single story. As the moth gets here, it turns to look at you to say something, notices Artie waggling his hand, and says, "You are not playing your part very well, Frog. Speak."
My dear Mr. Moth, is there perhaps something that you've lost? Perhaps you have misplaced someone, a close associate named Desmond. Is that something that you feel might be true in the end?
The moth thinks for a moment and says, "I know no one named Desmond. This is not a name that is familiar to anyone here. Frog. I am Moth. You see there," and he points, "is lion and palm frond, and there is the crocodile. I know no Desmonds inside these walls."
No. You totally misunderstand. Let me give you a hand. This Desmond is a close personal friend of ours. And he has much power he keeps in his towers. But that is not the point. He is missing, or he would like to purchase some. I could look at the party questioningly. Reddish-colored pearls
You were supposed to look for Brooke Crookley.
and some, things like that for his beloved girl. Is there someone around that knows where there's reddish-colored pearls?
The contract
his
is named
girls?
Brooke Crookley.
The moth actually shakes its head, says, I have heard of the pearls. Should you seek profit, perhaps you need to trade some masks. Play your part. This is your last chance. And then he sweeps his way in, sweeps the door open to this building and looks back at you and says, enter the Library of Parts. And leads you into a dimly lit once again by hanging lanterns. They're evenly spaced along the walls of this very wide building. Inside, grouped around all of the lanterns, are sitting chairs and kind of low tables. In the very center of the room is a large column that is just full of little cubby holes. And inside most of them, 80-90%, are scrolls wrapped up and bound. And in common, on top of each of these cubbies, you see the name of a part. You see lion, moth, butterfly, crocodile, palm frond, aspen tree, river. You see all of these parts here. There are a few that are empty, and there are a small number of people huddled around or sitting in a comfortable chair reading from these scrolls. There is a large kind of portly, very clearly female, very clearly dwarven featured body, but mask covering their face of an owl sitting by the column and seems to be rather in charge of the column itself. As you all enter and see this, the moth masked individual says to you all, here is the Library of Parts, where one may learn more of their station and their role. What's up, Eric?
I hadn't said anything.
Oh,
It's echoing again.
Yeah.
Is that dwarven lady? Is she leaning on the column or just near it?
She's just sitting near it, but
Okay,
she's eyeing you as you walk in and just has the air of being, someone that is used to kind of just being in charge. They have that air about them as they sit there. And just kind of
She's not leaning on it. I don't do anything.
So are you gonna lead us to our parts, or should we find them on our own?
If you wish to know more of your parts, you may read about them here, or you may move on from our tour. Owl there is the keeper.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go look at the frog mask so I can learn more about my part.
Yeah,
I'm also getting my part.
you walk up to the column here, and the owl woman comes up and looks at you and says, "A frog." Reaches into a small cubbyhole. Here you are. We'll want it back, not smudged.
Go to hell, I
Looks
say.
to you, Locust, and says, "No scroll for you. Locust devour." She points to one of the lamps and says, "Go read under there." And across the way, etched in stone, underneath the lamp, you see Locust, and there's some scrawling in common.
Alright,
What does
I
the
gotta
thing
read it.
that she handed to me say?
In it is a large scroll, and as you unwind it, you see probably 40 paragraphs or more of the nature of a frog, and it is very Walden and Thoreau. It is long prose that is observations of frog-like behavior. There is an entire 3 paragraphs given to the nature of their call and their ribbit.
I think I get 4 paragraphs in and then go, there's nothing that tells me how to behave in this town, and kind of just set it down.
The owl looks at you sharply and says, This is a good question for a frog, but that is indeed how you must act. It is the part we all play.
I lean down and what did it say? What did it say?
I give him a shrug and say, "It was really long and complicated. I think it, you know, I don't think it needs to be weighted. We can ignore it for our own sake."
I think at that rate, I might as well just go back and grab a bat.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you. This frog is kind of dumb.
Yeah. Well, actually, before
Get me some.
before I do that, I'm gonna like wait and see what happens with the bats. Just like,
Ooh.
yeah, like
Yeah,
let's wait and see what happens with the bats because this might be easier. The bats might be easier. I don't know. Let's wait.
No one approaches the bats. Oh, Max, you have a bat mask. I thought I had you as Locust. I'm sorry.
No, I'm Batman.
You are Batman. So Zen, you get the talk of the Locust if you even go up. When you ask for your role, the owl just kind of peers at you and says, "We have no role for those that bring omens. You are ill omen indeed, and we cannot tell you for who or for why. That is up to you to decide."
Oh.
I know already, so that sounds easier.
Oh no.
I mean, he did say that we're just like we yell out our unknowingness or whatever that means. I just heard that as we be loud and obnoxious, and apparently we don't be loud and obnoxious. Like, I don't get it.
Well, wait.
So-
Maybe we are supposed to be loud and obnoxious, but they don't like it, so they complain that we're loud and obnoxious.
Is anyone hearing us when we're discussing this?
Yes, you're discussing it in front of the moth, who doesn't really stray too far from anyone except Max.
I position my tuba
And Nana.
near the rock's rear end and give him a wink.
I open my eyes as wide as I can. And I just stare at the moth, and I start slowly walking closer to it.
The moth attempts to give ground as you walk closer to it. It doesn't like getting approached by you.
I'm just gonna walk slowly, just like slow pace, and just be like, "Hello."
Yes, Bat?
Nothing. I'm just admiring your view. And I walk closer.
Okay. Eventually, the moth runs out of room. It kind of feels the back of the wall as you close with it.
You're so pretty, moth person.
It stares back at you and says, "Indeed, a moth is quite a beautiful creature. It is my role."
You also eat clothing?
I just stand there and stare at it.
Okay, you stand and stare at it, and it seems very awkward for a while. It tries to kind of walk past you and not make.
I sidestep. It's not going anywhere.
Okay, you sit and pin the moth, and for now anyway, the moth just kind of lets you do your thing.
Cool. You guys can talk freely now.
No, I wanted them to hear it.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't care.
Then I turn back around and just shrug like nothing happened.
Okay. When you turn around, the moth takes a wide berth around you back towards where the rest of your party is.
Like, I just wanted to like get some like general confirmation noises, or just like, is that right, sort of thing. It's like, all right, are we talking like, are we supposed to be loud and obnoxious, or no, or yes we are, but you don't like it? What's going on here?
The moth just nods to you and says, "Yes, very frog-like indeed."
All right, cool. That's easy. Break things.
I just start playing my tuba, and I don't even try. I just start blowing notes.
The owl gets very upset and tries to usher you out as you're playing the tuba. It's like, "No, get from here! Get from here! You loud, obnoxious!"
I sit down on the ground with the tuba and just blow one note. I try and find the brown note and blow it as hard as I can.
You can't sit down and play a tuba with how short you are, Neal.
Well, I can lay down, right? Because the tuba is.
You can lay down.
Yeah, I can lay on my back and play the tuba.
But at that rate, it's also like just as heavy as you are. So
That's fine.
all right, cool.
All right. The owl, perturbed by this, turns to one of the people reading a scroll and says, "Go, bring a stork! Bring a stork!" And
what's it gonna do? Bring us a baby?
sets down its scroll,
Maybe.
rolls it up, hands it to the owl, and goes out the front door.
All right, I think they're calling in the fuzz already. Let's bail before we might have to pay a fine. I don't know how tough these storks are, but they might just give us a baby, and that might be worse. Think about that.
Hmm. I look to the rest of the party. What are they doing?
I'm just ready to go.
Yep.
Library is boring.
I go up to the moth and just say, I seek the reddish pearls.
The moth nods, says, "A very locust thing to desire. I will show you where they are. First, you must finish my tour."
All right.
Are there souvenirs?
The moth says, "No, indeed, frog. There are not souvenirs.
I
You
go
done? Are you all done learning of your parts?"
I was supposed to learn something here.
next to the moth that I was Zen was talking to, and I say, "You better listen to him." Or you will-
Boring tour.
The moth nods and kind of backs away from you and says,
That's right.
"Come then. If you are done learning of parts, follow me." And he leads you back out. Lasombra, you see them leave the wide building from the rooftops, and they begin wandering back across to the east side of town. Here, you hear the sound of gurgling water as you approach a low, kind of squarish building. This one doesn't have a flat roof, though. It is steepled, almost like a small church-like thing. And the creature, the moth, looks at you and says, "Welcome, and we shall show you the flood court, an important part of our culture." And he opens the door, swings it in, and here inside a plain stone building is an interior with an ancient statue of some kind of humanoid, but it is wearing a featureless mask. And it holds in its lap a clay jug of intricate design, well patterned throughout it, and various colors, reds and blues and yellows, very Aztec looking. And out from this clay jug is pouring a steady stream of water into the middle of the floor, where it runs into the center, forming a pool. Inside of the pool, you see a glint of coin coming from it, and the walls are covered with hieroglyphic drawings. They seem to be fairly obscure, and at a cursory glance have something to do with star patterns.
Ooh, I have astrology. Can I recognize what these patterns are?
Yes, you recognize it as a calendar of some sort. If you'd like to roll astrology, you could probably give me a little more information.
Sure. Check is a plus 17, so let's see. 35.
Okay. You spend a moment looking at the intricate hieroglyphics on the walls, and you notice that this is a very particular calendar that is very specific to the rotations of constellations. And at each point in the constellation, there is a water level assigned to it. And it seems to indicate not only the water level of the room, but of the swamp itself. This seems to be some kind of indication of exactly the depth of the swamp at each phase of the night sky. On either side of the statue are two humanoids, both kneeling and holding a small chest that is open. Inside is a bit of coin and some other trinkets of valuable worth. Each of them wearing the mask of a Venus flytrap.
God, there's so many masks. I can't keep track of them all.
So Mothman, Mothra there. So the dude that was wearing the blank mask, was he out of eggs there? Because it did look like he had a role, unless your role is nobody.
He nods his head and he says, "Indeed, the finest and most important role of all is the role of no one."
Then why the hell am I wasting my time walking around with this freaking frog thing? When I can just be like freaking Michael Jordan and just dunk on everything? Because as far as you're concerned, that's freaking no one.
No, you see, in order to be no one, you must be all things. To reach no one, you must wear every mask, play every part. You are still learning. You have questions. You are a frog.
Well, I mean, if you don't have questions, then obviously you're just lying because you're still going to have questions. Are you just trying to say that only frogs have questions?
No, but it is the role for frogs to be rude and ignorant.
No, that's just
You are
called
doing
every
quite
person
well.
ever. Well, I mean, yeah, when do I get paid for this? Because this sounds like a job and you guys should be paying me for this.
Now that is not very frog-like.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Beginning to
it's
sound
not
like a
frog.
locust. Be warned, I have warned you once.
You
know,
said
why don't you
rude.
shut the hell up and let us decide what we want to do with our masks, jackass?
Yeah, you're not my dad. Unless you are, and that'd be really weird. Because my dad wasn't into weird mask stuff like this.
Your rudeness is
Maybe it was and you didn't know about it.
But be warned, should you stray from your parts when our tour is done, there will be consequences.
But how is it not rude to demand to be paid when honestly this is a tour and sightseeing?
You are once again sounding like a locust.
No, I'm just asking, like, how's that not rude?
No, your rudeness is quite appreciated. But be careful with the requests you make.
Can I demand food and drink? Would that be straying outside of my role?
You can find food and drink here.
All right, but if I go demand it for free, would that be I just want to make sure I don't stray outside my role,
Perhaps you need to meditate upon it in the parts library.
Yeah, that's not going to help me. Frogs, we're all impatient, right?
Does anyone remember the name of the man we were supposed to meet? That would be
Yeah.
great if we could find him and make a greet.
Crookley. Crookley.
Brookley. Well, I'm going to go
All we
find
have
him.
to do is go find Brookley, ask for the hey, and pay, and we're done.
Let's go find him.
If you stray from the tour, it shall have ended. And you will be responsible to play your parts.
Let us finish the tour first.
Fine.
Feel free to do this.
There's gonna be trouble.
I guess we better not make it double.
Yeah.
Because, I got two swords in my back for a reason. That's in case there's double trouble. Or, one of them breaks or something.
What do you do?
I continue on the tour,
Okay.
but unhappily.
I try and touch things and then get upset when he says I can't.
What do you try to touch?
Oh, that fancy jug that looks like you shouldn't touch it.
Okay. As you approach the jug, the moth just watches you do it. As you approach the jug, you're not surprised, as you are aware of the nature of a Venus flytrap. As the moment you touch the jug, one of the flytraps snaps the jar closed and lunges towards you with a dagger in hand.
Bring it!
Oh, shit.
Alright.
Shit just got real.
I'm going tomorrow.
All right. So the Venus flytrap lunges towards you, dagger exposed, coming right for your ribs. I guess you guys can roll initiative as well as you see this happen. I didn't think about that, Artie.
I just want to roll it. I'm just going to play an inspiring song on my tuba for him to fight too. That's all.
Okay.
This is his own job. I'm not.
Is there anyone else that's joining in on this?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you see this happen. The chest snaps closed. The Venus flytrap lunges forward, dagger in hand, and strikes out at you. The rock.
Cool. I'm waiting to.
Does a 21 hit your AC?
Crap! Yeah, it does.
All right. You take 4 points of damage.
That's not too bad.
And you are slapped away from the jar, the dagger protruding from you. Max, you were the quickest to react as Marty is playing his tuba. What are you doing?
All right, I'm gonna cast a spell here. I'm gonna cast Enlarge on the rock. You're growing by 30%, and all your damage output is increased by 30%.
Cool.
Now
Okay.
you can start getting dunking.
Start get dunking. All right. So now, do I get a swing at this guy?
Yes, you are going ahead of Nana, I believe.
All right, and this is a medium creature, right?
It is indeed.
All right. Darn. I was hoping it's large. All right. So I'm gonna pull out my nice obsidian. I picked this thing up last week. It's a demonic obsidian just two-hander.
Ooh.
Yeah. So nothing really special about it other than that it looks pretty sick and scary, and people would probably think twice about charging a dude with a huge obsidian greatsword. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong thing. Oh crap. 11. I rolled a 15.
Okay. 15 hits.
Cool. Now I get to do that.
All right, you deal 6 points of damage to it as your two-hander comes crashing down, and it takes him right at the clavicle and just drops this person wearing the front and it just bleeds out and
Jesus, dude! I just wanted to touch it. That's not take it. Just
Nana, what are you doing?
It's still alive?
The one that he struck seems to have died.
Okay, how many more are there?
There's another person in a mask of a Venus flytrap behind him now, but it did not move at first.
And it's still not moving then?
It's still sitting there at the moment.
Then I hold my action then.
Okay. Excellent. The moth, after seeing this carnage, sprints past you. Lasombra, you see the moth run out into the middle of the street, and it cries out, and all of you can hear this. The guests are not playing their parts. They are all ill-omened here to kill us.
no!
Write them down, we need the lions.
He jumped me!
I think we need to roll initiative for the next round here, as there is another fly trap about to snap.
The guy did say the guests all need to be killed, right?
He did indeed.
All right. Well, Artie is going to switch to
All I
a
wanted
different
was to
war tune now.
All right. Well, you did want to start dunking, so
You know what? Screw it. We're gonna use our sling.
I wanted to dunk, but not freaking on these dudes there.
Yeah.
damn it.
All right, you need the.
The rock is at 17. Sombra, are you going to act this round?
No, I'm gonna stay up here on the roof to lend aid when I'm needed.
Okay, sounds good. The first thing to happen after the moth runs out is the second Venus flytrap snaps the chest shut and lunges up at the back of Quantum Mech here as he's turned to deal the blow to the other one. And a back attack is +2, I believe. So they're even more likely to get you. That's a 10. That's actually a critically bad roll. That was really, really shit for them.
Just out of curiosity, did it take us more than 1 day to get down here on boats?
It would
get our
probably
spells
take
back,
about a day
basically?
and a half to get here on land. Yeah.
So we had a rest. We got our spells back.
You took a boat. You got here in a day. You flew down here basically
Oh, okay.
because you were on a boat. By land, it's more. The dagger strikes out at you, Rock, but manages to get stuck. He doesn't have the right angle, despite your back being to it. He strikes the statue, and there's sparks that cling off. Zen and Artie, you are the next to react.
All right, I load a stone in my sling and start whirling it around, crying out, "The next one who lays a hand on any of us gets it in their fuss."
People that were coming after us were making quite a fuss.
But Greg, we actually scrapped the critical tables. Like, if you critically fail or critically hit.
I mean, I've scrapped the
to
critical
make, like,
tables.
saving
He's
throws,
DM.
so-
He can do whatever he
Fine.
wants.
It passed its save versus death, though. Regardless, same result.
Okay. Well, if Artie is just readying a shot, I magic missile the other fly trap.
Okay. Roll damage.
8 damage.
All right, this one a little bit harder. Your missiles fly out from your fingers, smacking it in 3 locations. Blood pours out of its mouth as its internal organs are injured, but it still stands, dagger in hand, mask intact. Okay, so that is Artie and Zen. Maximilian and Nana, you are also acting simultaneously.
Alright, I'm going to cast Mirror Image. So d4 plus 1 of me.
Nice.
So 5 more Maximilian appears around me.
Nice.
And,
Okay.
Yeah. And Rock, you are still enlarged for another 14 rounds.
Oh, sweet.
Very good. What are you doing, Nana?
Fix me.
I lob an arrow at the closest one.
Okay.
14.
All right. You strike the Venus flytrap full on. Go ahead and roll damage.
6 points. Because I'm
All right.
also...
You drop this Venus flytrap. The arrow sticks out of its chest. It falls forward. Its blood joining that of its companion into this large pool, beginning to obscure the glint of coins from it. And that deals with all of them in there. The Rock, you've been stabbed once, but you're mostly okay. There lies 2 dead humanoids at your feet wearing a Venus flytrap mask. You've heard the moth run out screaming that they're not playing their parts. Grab the lions. What do you do?
Dom the
Alright.
Lions, right?
I mean, unfortunately, the Lions are a football team, and I don't have any direct contact with them. So, it's going to be a little hard to dunk on them in an actual game of basketball. So I'm going to, like, wipe the blade off, take the dagger out of me, like lay one of the bodies on, like, near each other. So I'm going to, like, do the quick, dirty 1 minute, make it look like it was them, wipe my blade off, shove it back, and it's like, yep, wasn't me. Let's get the hell out of here. It was self-defense. It was self-defense the whole time.
Okay, so you're running out of the pond area here, out of this room.
Oh my guys, we need to get out of here.
I cast Detect Magic.
Okay. You cast Magic Missile this round.
Right, but
You can do that next
just
round.
for the next round.
So, La Sombra, you see, as this moth is shouting for the lions, at the back end of the city, over where the face is, I guess back end from where you are, where the standing stone has been carved into a visage face, you see gathered there is a force of people wearing lion masks. There's about 6 of them, and they have begun running towards where the moth is shouting. You know that they're going to arrive here next round. Are you going to do anything?
How big a force are we talking about?
6 people with lion masks.
All right, I'm gonna position myself where I can't easily be seen, but I'm ready to. I'm gonna have sleep ready, and as soon as they run in, basically, I'm like trying to have reaction going from this round, so sitting all ready, and when they come running in, boom, drop asleep on them.
Okay, excellent. So basically, you all have 1 round to do something while they are running here. So you prepare to drop sleep on them, La Sombra. Zen, you wanted to cast Detect Magic this round? You detect magic from one source in this room. Yes. You detect a strong magic from the jar that is held by the statue.
All right, and it's a fairly large jar, right?
Yeah, it's about 4 feet high and probably 1.5 feet in diameter.
Okay.
Hey, Artie, let's sling those.
Okay. So Max, you're talking about slinging. What are you doing this round?
I'm gonna sling at one of the 6.
Okay, so you run outside in preparation of lions appearing.
Artie still has his action readied. His threat is to attack anything that attacks his party.
Okay.
He doesn't want to, fight unprovoked.
Okay. Excellent. So you leave the temple area with Max to go prepare for the lions, or are you staying in here?
I'm gonna stick close to the rock. Frogs gotta stick together.
Okay. Rock, what are you doing this round?
Well, if everyone else is getting the hell out of here, I'm going to get the hell out of here. If not, then I'm going to draw my other sword, because obviously if you have the demon sword, it's obviously you. You're the one walking around with a big freaking evil-looking sword.
Awesome.
Even though it's still on my back.
Okay.
Just grab the other sword and be like, self-defense. He stabbed first. I'm in the right.
All right. So you're staying in the temple, or are you leaving to go outside for preparation?
If everyone else is staying in there.
You've seen Max leave with his sling ready, and Artie seems to be following behind you.
Well, if it's only me going out, I'm gonna stay inside.
Yeah, like.
Okay.
I mean,
you're staying in the temple.
Yeah, I'm staying in the temple. I'm gonna sling the first one that comes inside.
Okay, let's ask
That is
this.
like
How many
the line
exits to this temple are there? Is it just the
Yeah,
one?
that's a good question.
One entrance.
One
All right,
entrance?
so I'm gonna ready
How
my
wide?
sling for the one with the lion mask that comes in.
How wide is it?
It's a doorway. Yeah, I mean it'll be wide enough for a person to get through. Maybe 2 if they squeeze close to each other.
So one person easily, 2 if they're like side to side.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it have a door on it?
Mm-hmm. It's currently open.
Which way does the door open? In or out?
Swings in.
Swings in? Alright. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna partially shut it and in this minute I'm gonna drag the 2 bodies there and I'm gonna put them behind the door so that way it doesn't open like super easily, like it just swings open, but like you'd actually have to push it a bit to get in there. So that way it makes it really inconvenient for more than one person and still quite inconvenient if one person tries to go through there at a time. And then I'm gonna stand pretty much like if they shut the door like this, I'm gonna be like right behind it, so that way when someone comes through, if they don't seem like they want to talk and they just want to get right to action, I can give them they want instant action, I can give it to them instantly. There we go.
Okay. Sounds good. Nana, what are you doing this round?
I'm swapping my mask for one of the fly eater masks.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
And I'm letting everyone know that I'm doing that. Like, hey guys, I'm switching masks.
Okay. Sounds good. You do that. So the lions round the corner. They're in the area for your spell to go off, Lasombra. You cast sleep
Yes.
at the 6 of them. Okay. Feel free to roll for some hit dice. All right. You cast, and you manage to put one of the 6 asleep.
That's bad news.
That's why I shut the
The
door.
lead lion just kind of collapses as they're running. You sit there and you cast this spell, and one of the lions manages to look up and see you. The other 4 run to this doorway here, and they begin the process of shoving this door open with force. The other one that saw you, Lasombra, begins going towards the roof of the building you are on, and begins attempting to climb it. For all of you inside that have prepared actions, the door shoves itself open with tremendous strength, and you see this lion-masked figure in the doorway.
I unleash my held action.
Yeah, me
All
too.
right.
I was gonna wait for talking, but
Your stone slings true, but unfortunately lacks enough force to do any damage.
Boo!
The lion mask.
Ah,
Your sling equally ineffective.
well, I mean, if they're gonna swing ineffectively, I might. What the heck? I might as well. Come on. Oh no, that's pretty effective.
That will hit. Yeah, you slice down with your large sword and attempt to do some damage to him.
And I'm still enlarged.
Connor, what's your strength?
My strength is 17. That all you need to know?
Oh yeah.
Cool. Yeah, sweet. 15.6 damage.
15.6. Okay, you take a hefty blow into this thing. It rips open its chest, and blood spills forth. But it's very clearly a strange color. There's something wrong with that blood, and it
Taste that
growls
first.
deeply. Nana, you didn't prepare an action. Zen, you didn't prepare an action. Okay. Upon being attacked, there's only one in the doorway that can attack you at the moment.
Well,
Um,
can I just look at them and see if they have anything magical on them?
Let me see if these are magic, or if they're just a monster.
they're monsters with lion masks, obviously.
There are 3 hit die monsters with lion masks.
Yeah.
Or maybe 4.
Or maybe five.
You
Well, potentially 5.
detect magic on this creature standing in front of the door.
I don't.
No, you do not.
Okay.
The Rock, you are standing there with your sword bloodied. This thing rakes its clawed fingers at you in like this one motion, trying to just scratch you to death.
Well, that answers the talking question.
Someone's trying to return the dog.
Does a 14 strike you?
No, it doesn't.
All right, it rakes its fingers across your armor, gouging at it, but dealing no damage. The other 4 kind of line up behind it.
Hey, Greg, just so you know, you aren't rolling those in secret. If you wanted to do that,
Rolling what in secret?
their attack rolls.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure you knew. That.
Whatever. And the other 4 kind of stand there and they begin growling angrily. I
That
believe
thing
time
attacked me
for
first. I'm well within my rights to defend myself.
Do slings get extra attacks per round?
1 attack per round.
1 attack per round or 2?
1.
Okay. Then you guys are rolling initiative for this next round.
Can I
I'm casting a
clearly
spell, by the way.
see one of them behind the first one?
Potentially, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I think it's +2.
I'm going at 9. Max at 13, Zen at 10. The Rock at 14, and Artie at 6. Okay. Max at 13, 10, 6. La Sombra. 11. Okay, so the creatures go before everyone except Artie. You are first.
Artie makes a mad dash to his fellow frog. What is the ground beneath us?
Stone.
Yes! And I begin to chant the words to Strength of Stone, but I have a 25% spell failure because I'm a stupid cleric with 10 willpower.
Better work, Neal.
No, I need a D100 in there. So I want to be above a 25. Yes.
Okay.
I will give the rock 1d4 points of strength for 1 round per level.
Okay.
Plus 3 rounds total. So RD4. Alright, 18 strength. That's a +1 to damage, buddy.
Excellent.
For
All right, yeah, you touch him,
6 rounds.
and you can see his muscles begin to bulge as he grips his sword really tight. His skin takes on a grayish hue as he just hulks up even more than he was enlarged.
Yep. Oh, Terran Crew's gonna be proud of me.
All
right.
It's worth noting that if he ever loses contact with the ground, he loses the Strength of Stone.
Okay, cool.
So does that mean, like, even if I jump?
Nina, it
If
looks like
you
rolled
jump
a
to try and
3.
dunk on someone, you will lose the point of strength.
Okay, so I just have to do a standing jump where it's just all on the knees.
Right. You're like leave one toe on the ground.
Alright. And I'm sure you tell me that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Artie says, oh god, maybe I don't. I don't know how I can make that rhyme.
Artie gets flustered.
Keep your feet on the ground if you want to pound.
If these lions must you want to pound.
Keep your feet on the ground if you want to pound.
Excellent. So
Yeah.
done. Nate, it looks like you rolled an 8 there for initiative, so I guess you were next.
Yeah, no, sorry. I kind of zoned out when you did initiative there.
That's okay. No worries. Go to town.
Hiya! Lit loose an arrow on the nearest one.
Okay, that strikes it.
Yeah, ooh, sexy.
Okay, for 8 points of damage. Very good. So your arrow strikes it and just sinks into its fleshy hide. It looks like it's fairly injured, but it still stands and growls. And it looks at you as it kind of identifies where that shot came from.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It is the
Walk
creature's
past.
turn.
Walk past me, I dare you.
You see one that is right in the doorway trying to fight Mr. Rock. Oh, boy. Excuse me. Does an 18 strike you?
That is exactly my AC.
All right, so its claws rake into you, and it does
2. Come on, 2.
13 points of damage to you.
Whoa.
Look, baby.
As its claws just sink deep into your chest, it just leaves these like long running marks of blood down your front.
Rocky, are you alive?
Barely.
All right.
Where's Melissa where you need her?
There's one creature that can, in fact, do something else. It is trying to climb up the walls as best as it can. It, unfortunately, is not a terrific climber as it tries to get up towards La Sombra, and in fact fails to get up the walls. It scrambles up and then just slides down, leaving long clawed grooves in the stone as it snarls up at you, La Sombra.
Okay.
This brings us to Zen.
I've got like nothing else to cast, so I just go invisible.
Okay. Zen, you vanish. Do you move anywhere?
Yeah, I move at least away from the square I was just in.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. You vanish. That brings us to La Sombra.
Coward!
All right.
Calls out Artie.
I'm gonna pump a couple arrows into this guy trying to climb up here.
Sounds good.
I'll say perhaps it'd be safer for you in your den, lion. First one is a miss.
All right, your arrow flies wide as it. I guess you shoot it as it's climbing, and as soon as it starts falling down, that's when you loose your shot, and that's you shot it perfectly where it was, but unfortunately, it's falling is what managed to evade your arrow.
All right, the second shot is a bit better.
Yeah, that's fine. You can take it down to the end of the round. 18 strikes it.
The whole 2 points of damage.
Okay, excellent. It takes two. That arrow like sinks into a little bit. You see a little bit of strangest bluish ichor coming from its shoulder. All right, that will take us to Maximilian.
Okay, I'm gonna sling at the one that is injured.
Okay.
So let's
I'm
see.
going to just, rather than having you sling into melee, since it's fighting with the rock, I'm just going to give it cover, right? Rather than having you roll a d50. So I'm just going to give it +2 AC.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, I missed regardless.
Okay, yeah, your stone bounces harmlessly away from it. You were trying your best not to shoot the rock in the back. Excellent. So that is Max's turn, and finally the rock. You've just been bloodied up pretty good. What do you do?
Well, there's only one way out, right?
Yep. This is the only entrance you see. Yeah, it's.
And these things
Walls
haven't
in
like
this
responded to me yelling at them at all. Have they like, it was self-defense! It was self-defense!
They've been growling and snarling like lions at you as they rake
They've
the
been growling and
chest.
strong. So there's only one way out, and it's through these mofos. Isn't it?
What it kind of seems like.
I mean, until, like, I'm gonna be like, guys, I'm just defending myself. I don't want to do this. Like, especially now that I've got, like, a huge gash through me.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Are you not attacking? Like, are you setting down your weapons and not attacking?
Ooh. No, I'm not that smart.
Okay. So you're gonna go ahead and attack this round while you're like,
This is a
I didn't
standard-
get it!
This is a stand your ground state. I'm gonna stand my ground and hope they back down.
Okay. So go ahead and roll the hit.
18 strength is not a +1 to hit either, is it, Neal?
18 strength is +1 to hit.
Well,
Yeah.
not a +1 on top of whatever.
No, just a normal
Yeah.
+1.
Ooh,
17 strikes the creature.
I'll take it. 10 +4, hell yeah. Still humongo. Nope. I'll learn how to type someday, kids.
I struggle with it too.
14.3.
All right, you struck it once, and then you wrench it back. And you're like, it was self-defense, and then you strike again, like right in the same place. It cleaves right through the collarbone. You just almost cleave it directly in twain as this lion creature just bleeds out and dies at your feet. And stepping up in its place is one of its friends. Its teeth. Well, you can't see its teeth because it's covered in a mask, but its claws
But the mask has like the really gnarly teeth.
Yeah, it does. It's really a gnarly lion mask. Yeah. Like,
Savage fangs.
yeah.
And is that the end of the round?
That is the end of the round.
Okay, I take my second attack.
Okay, second attack.
Please. Oh no. Second attack.
Unfortunately, You swung once, and you're in kind of close quarters for this big old sword, especially with you enlarged. And so when you wrench it out to swing again, you just kind of like clatter against the ceiling and the stone around you. And you can't get a good slash on this second one. At about this time, the arrow that Rob shot hit it, and I believe we're at initiative.
Except I got my second shot.
You have your second shot. Shoot your second shot.
There we go. 14.
All right. 14.
You
I don't
said
think that hits
plus 2 to AC because of light cover, right?
Yeah, that doesn't hit it, unfortunately.
Ugh.
So basically, you were trying to aim around the rock and not shoot him, and it gives it just enough that your shot goes wide. All right, initiative.
Oh, right.
Oh, and like in between all that yelling, I definitely shout out, "I need a hero!" Because to be fair, the Sombra has showed up at very convenient times before, and I am open to hope that it happens again. Because I definitely buy everything about that.
All right. So if I hear that,
God.
I'll call out. You have but to call, my friend, and La Sombra answers.
Nice.
The Sombra! As I go tomorrow.
Zen, do you have new initiative? Or are you just staying invisible and like exiting combat?
Actually, I have an important question. How far are we from the entrance of the door?
Well, the rock is right at it. He's combating the middle of it. The rest of you are, a few feet.
Rest of us.
Oh, you know what?
You've entered the room, and
Yeah,
it's not a gigantic temple. It's not like you're 100 or 50 feet away from it.
And we cannot get 20 feet away from the entrance, right?
And you get 20 feet away? Yes, you can walk to where you're 20 feet away from
Are
it.
the lion masks size large or medium?
They are size medium.
All right, I'm gonna switch to my club instead of a sling, so that should be 2 shorter. So it'd be 14.
So Artie is at 14.
Artie's at 14.
Okay. So,
Yeah,
Max,
But no, I've got nothing else to do.
Okay, so you just stay invisible and just kind of exit combat?
Yeah, I've got no spells.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Dang.
What do you do?
We wasted all the
I've got
I
nothing.
take out my Firebolt scroll
I did. Yep.
and I say, "Rock, get back here. Get to the other side behind us." And
How quickly? I still can't go before 13 though.
I'm gonna hold my action until the rock moves, and I'm
If he
gonna
says "get the hell out," I'm gonna get the hell out.
Rock, do you have a 20 initiative?
Well, yeah, because the plus 10, that's how long the two-hand. That's how long it takes.
All right.
But if he says, "I'm nuking it,"
I'm gonna nuke this. This is the encounter I'm gonna nuke. So
tactical nuke.
So you
Tactical.
warn the rock to get out of there, but you don't warn Artie, who's right next to the rock. Thanks, buddy. I see how it goes.
I didn't realize you were that close.
I just touched him with the spell.
Artie, get back here as well. Everyone behind me.
Alrighty. Yeah,
I
you
move
can
invisibly
if you want to
behind
change
him
your
then.
initiative to just run. That's fine. Bear in mind, on a 13, when you move, if you just move, they're gonna probably get an attack opportunity on you.
Oh, so I can't take like a retreat the hell out safely option.
And use an action to.
You could, but that's different than just moving, right? Like if you wanted to hear that and be like, "Oh shit, I want to move," then
Okay.
you change your
Yeah,
initiative
fair.
to 13.
Heat of
If
battle,
you wanted to make a fighting withdrawal with your sword to like keep them at bay,
I'd
then
still have to
you
go
would need to stay with your 20.
No, he said get the hell out. I'm gonna get the hell out.
Okay,
Like,
so yeah, you can go on 13.
It.
yep, this is a
So
do or die moment.
at initiative 7, the creatures go. We'll deal with Rob first. The creature that you shot with an arrow snarls again and attempts to climb the building that you are on. And succeeds this time, using its strength and athleticism and its claws to kind of really grip in. It manages to get all the way up the building next to you and snarl in anger as it has now closed the gap near you. Unfortunately, that is its action.
Okay.
The creature in the doorway sees the rock and attempts to murder it.
Oh, please don't let it kill you.
And a 6 fails miserably. You're in the zone, and you're just like, oh, we gotta get out of fireball range, and you just are like in too good of a zone to get slashed, and you dodge away from it.
Can't get me out of my zone.
Excellent. The other ones are just kind of stuck in the doorway. They're not smart enough to go do something else. So that takes us to 13, the rock. You're running away?
Yep. I am running to the other side of the court because, I just got the ball taken away. I got to go on defense, right?
Excellent. So you turn and run from the creature. It does take an attack of opportunity at you. At
Rocky's gonna die.
Oh, wait.
That's a crit.
Wait,
That clears by how many?
No, I didn't say I turn tail and run. Like, I giving him flanking, but not back attack, no. I would not just be like...
Does a 26 kill you then?
Oh, yeah, 26 will definitely...
All right,
It'll
so...
hit me for sure.
What is your armor class?
It's 18.
26 is a crit.
Okay.
Rockefeller.
You take 9 more points of damage as it rakes across your side.
Are you unconscious?
Oh, I'm super unconscious.
All right.
I am very unconscious.
All right. You lie bleeding in a heap.
And
Max,
as I
you
go
held
down,
your
I was like,
reaction until
make it worth it!
the rock was moved. What do you do?
Artie's still up there?
I'm waiting for Artie still to get back
You're
here.
holding your action for Artie. Okay, we've changed. Artie, it is your turn and La Sombra simultaneously.
Artie's
I'd say
going
drag the
to
bodies over here.
drop his club and with his 16 strength at 2'9", grab the rock by his shoulders and drag him backwards, exposing himself to whatever opportunity attacks need be.
Can I cancel the
And
enlarge?
because he wasn't in direct combat.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Remember, you said you were behind me.
You were behind the rock. You weren't in melee with them. You could potentially drag the rock away and not get meleeed.
Well, that's my plan, is to drag the rock away, even if I get meleeed. Like, regardless of the danger to myself, I'm going to save my fellow frog.
I can buy this. You're also a little gnome. They weren't expecting a little gnome with a tuba behind the rock.
No one expects the gnome
You
with
were
the
quite
tuba.
well hidden behind the enlarged stone strength rock. I'm going to say they just missed you this round. You can drag him back.
The engorged rock?
The engorged rock, yes.
All right, I'll grab him by his shoulder pads with my 16 strength and my max press of 195, so hopefully I can drag. Hopefully
16
I can drag
strength?
him.
I'd
16
assume so.
strength.
Yeah, you
That's
just
pretty
drag
good.
him back.
Excellent.
And max press is different than dragging strength. You can drag a lot more than you can press over your head.
Right.
So yeah, you drag him back away from the door. And La Sombra, what are you doing as Artie does this?
So did this... You said he climbed up. He's not actually right next to me.
Yeah, he climbed up onto the roof, and he's on the same roof as you, essentially.
Okay.
10, 15, 20 feet.
I say you put so much effort into climbing up here. The roof is yours. And I run and I leap to the nearest roof. I have the feather fall ring now. So I should be able to leap from roof to roof pretty easily because I'm not falling down, or falling down very slowly. So that should actually...
in a pretty enclosed city, so the roofs are not that far apart. Yeah, you can totally do that.
Okay. So basically move and then can I attack? Can I shoot too? Move and attack?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I thought Feather Fall stops your forward momentum if you're in midair.
Only
So it stops your
in-
downward momentum.
Only in later editions that have to gamify it.
I
edition's too
missed both
beautiful.
times.
Yeah, with a 7 and 8, you miss your attacks. So Max, Artie has moved. What do you do?
Okay. They're 20 feet away from the entrance now, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
I cast Fireball through the scroll.
Okay.
And it's cast at 6th level,
Okay.
the scroll. And they have to make me spell saves, right?
Do they spell save versus fireball in 2e?
Yes, they do.
Okay. Then let's bring on the spell
Half
saves.
damage.
And the damage is 66.
So we have 1 pass.
Okay. And 20 fire damage.
Okay. So your flames erupt, filling the 20 feet of this room, and bursting outside. Lasombra, you see fire just erupt from the doorway of this stone. You guys inside feel sweltering heat as these things burn in fire. 3 of them seem to catch all of the fire as they just erupt into flames, and they seem quite a bit hurt and quite a bit pissed off. The one of them was not hurt previously, and he takes 10. He's looking a little bit better. He duck rolled just as the fireball exploded, and he only got halfway burned and singed. So he's still looking mad, but he's okay.
Okay, can I, as soon as that explosion happens,
Wait, weren't there only 3 anyway?
look like I sort of wave my hands like I just finished casting a spell?
There was only 3. So 2 of them are burned, 1 of them is dead. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, Rob. I had to. What were you asking to do?
Okay, so as soon as the explosion happens, can I wave my hand pointing at it and act like I just cast the spell?
You totally can. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you totally can. Excellent. So that seems like there. Nana, you have a. Nana is not here.
Yeah.
Someone want to roll a second attack for Nana? Or no, he hasn't even gone, because he's next. That's why we're missing him.
Do you know what he attacked at?
I guess he's attacking with the longbow.
It's +6. I don't know. I don't think there's a way out.
He rolls
so
it.
I just assume
No.
he.
Well, yeah, he rolls at +6. You're right.
Yeah. So, should we just make an attack, or
I don't know. Neal, how do you want to handle that?
Maybe she's so petrified with fright that she just loses her turn.
Okay, that's fine.
Whatever.
Yep, I'm down with that. Okay, next round, guys.
That was a very important attack round.
You sacrificed yourself for
A fireball.
the fireball.
It was a pretty decent fireball.
It's worth it.
All right.
Oh, that's
gonna
a-
pick up my sling again.
Going.
Make that a 7 instead.
Make that a 7. Okay,
Ah, crap.
13. Artie with a 9.
Going sling this
If-
time.
The rock.
if
you
rocks
are 3.
pulled back, can I start patching him up invisibly, or will that break my invis?
That's
That doesn't
not an
sound like-
attack.
Yeah.
No, I think you can try to patch him up. I think that's a thing you can try to do, yeah. I don't think that'll break invisibility. I will rule that does not break
So it's-
invisibility.
Alright, so 1d10 plus 3.
So,
So I
9.
go at 9.
Okay, sounds good. Rock, you bleed out 1 point of damage.
Yep.
Max, you are next to move.
Okay, I'm going to sling at the one that is still standing. And he's not in cover anymore. There's no one in the way, right?
No, not in cover anymore.
Okay. My bonus to hit is... that
Wait,
much.
there's more than one still standing, isn't there?
Yeah.
I miss.
There was one that didn't get hit by the fireball as much. I figured that's what he meant. All right.
Yeah.
So you sling and you miss. Zen, you invisibly move at the same time Artie does.
All right.
Also, I
I'll
want to
just
be the one
roll
that's
check.
gonna be more in front. So if they're gonna come through, they're gonna be
Okay, you can step forward.
first. Hopefully.
I
against
think
my
I
target.
heal him.
All right. Yeah. Do you have a medicine kit on you?
No, but anyone
Okay.
can
So you
stop
just
bleeding.
patch his wounds. So you sir are stable. You are no longer bleeding out.
Can I?
You are at whatever HP you're at.
Can I? Is the lion that brought down the rock still up, or is he the one that went down?
No, the one that went down, Rock killed. The one that brought him down got hit by a fireball. He's not looking very happy.
All right, that's the one I'm targeting.
Okay.
10.
Nope. 10 misses.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. La Sombra, you're next.
I'm gonna take my arrow shots. So I guess you want me to do both or just one?
You typically do one, and then your second shot comes at the end of the round.
Okay.
I don't mind if you take both. It's not a huge deal to me.
Yeah, I didn't know if there was really any reason to wait in this. Like,
It
if the
can
stuff is
matter,
going on, if it would
But
matter.
it doesn't. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if up in our situation it was going to matter. So the first one I'm guessing is a miss.
First one's a miss. Second one hits.
There we go. Just nickel and dime him to death.
401.
Yeah.
Okay. He takes one more point of damage. I want you at the end of your turn to make a charisma check for me. Charisma intimidation based on your hand waving of fireball.
Okay.
Ooh. Wait a minute, is he back?
It looks like it.
Ah, god damn it! I'm rolling ones all over the place today.
Yeah, unfortunately,
God.
you attempt to make the creatures believe that you've caused an explosion with your mind, but unfortunately, you're unable to convince the man with the moth mask as he stands there. Excellent. So it is creature's turn. The creatures now enter the room as there's no one blocking the doorway for them to do so. And you are the first one up to in front, Maximilian. So they begin swinging at you and your clones. So they roll a d4 to see which ones they hit.
So,
Which one are you?
what did I miss?
I'll be number one.
You missed one round of attacks
Oh,
because Neal said you were.
You missed the
petrified of
fireball.
fear.
Yes.
okay. I'll take that penalty. My computer is a piece of shit.
Go ahead and roll initiative for this round, actually, real quick.
Yay! Let's get D20. Oops, wrong one.
D10.
Yep. Where are you? There we go. There we go. I like that.
9. Okay, go ahead and take your actions. There are 3 different stage of injury creatures in lion masks that have been burned by a fireball
Whichever one's closest.
through the room.
Whichever one's closest can lick my balls.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm a chick now. All right. Well, that's
It's got a 22. That definitely hits.
Ah, shit.
All right. It takes another 2 points of damage on the 20 it took from the fireball. 22. Excellent. So now it's the creature's turn. So they step up to Maximilian and your images.
I'll be the one in the 1 to 6.
Okay. So on a 1, they attack you.
Yeah.
The first one attacks one of your clones.
Wait, you're rolling d4, so it's d6. You have to roll.
I thought you had 4 creatures up. Okay. It still attacks one of your clones.
Good.
Um,
So there are 5 left.
there are 5 left. The second one steps up.
4 left plus me, so 5 in total.
Yep. The next one steps up and strikes another one of your images.
Okay.
And the third one enters the room and strikes. That's wrong. That's fine. That's an image. Whatever.
Okay, good.
You got
beautiful.
You actually still roll within the bounds with a 45.
It was in the bounds.
54.
So, yep. They strike you 3 images, and that is their turn. The one up on the roof with La Sombra attempts to run and leap after him. Is fairly athletic, but we'll give it a fair try. It manages to leap onto the roof with you, but cannot close and attack with you.
Okay.
So that is their round. Nana, you have a second attack.
Yes, I do. Same one that I just hit. Ooh,
It's a 25, and it's a crit.
yeah, baby.
Get him, Nana.
Do it. Let's do this.
Do it.
No
Do it.
Rolling.
Hiya. Yeah.
All right, and with that, you line it up. Your arrow flies true, striking the most injured creature right between the eyes, and it drops and lies dead at your feet. So that one is dead. Okay, excellent. Slings only get 1 round. So, yeah, time for initiative.
What's the rules of firing into like slinging into melee?
You still have 1 more image up, right? So I will let you fire it for free. As you are distracted by your
There's 2.
mirror image.
Okay.
And then, question: for my action, I have that ring, a ring that does Dimension Door. What would be the?
What? Okay.
Yeah, he's broken.
You gave it to me.
Doesn't mean it's not broken.
Using a ring, wand, or miscellaneous magic item is +3 to initiative.
Okay.
Okay, you just have a ring of dimension door, sure.
Neal gave it
No,
to
he's
me.
got a ring that does like 4 different effects.
What?
It's like a really ridiculous ring.
Yep.
All right, you're going first.
Okay. Is there like a steeple or something up pretty high?
The highest
Within
point
sight.
in town is the carved face in the center, in the very, very center, where these things ran from initially.
How far away is that?
It's in the center of town. It was about a round's worth of movement for them. So if they move at 12, then it's 120 feet.
If I was up on top of it, could I shoot down into here?
Yes, you'd have a pretty good line of sight. Absolutely. You'd
right.
be 120 feet away.
All right, I'll make a flourish as if I'm casting a nifty spell, but very like casually. I teleport around all the time, and Dimension Door up on top of the face.
Okay. You are standing on the top of the carved face of Visage. You are the lone pimple on its featureless exterior. I believe using the ring is your action this turn.
Okay.
So that takes us to.
Also, Dimension Door does leave the person reeling for the round after.
Okay, good to know. So creature's turn. There's still 2 things left here in front of them. So one of them strikes at Maximilian proper.
What? It's D3.
He
There's.
has 3 left.
Is there 3 left?
I mean, 2 plus me.
Well, him
All right,
and 2
all right,
more.
all right, we're good. Roll D3. Strikes at one of their things.
Very much good.
The next creature strikes at the other one, which leaves the final one frustrated and annoyed.
Uh-oh.
What a fantastic
final
mirror
one-
image.
There's
Is
only 2.
not in there because the final one is dead. You killed it, which means that the last one you're dealing with is out with Rob. It runs. It jumps down off of the roof, taking some fall damage.
Does it actually realize where I ended up? As far as it knows, I just disappeared.
You hear this thing fall off of a roof somewhere outside, and it begins yelling, "There are casters! There are casters! We need the serpents!" And it begins.
Oh God, damn it!
And it is the rest of the party's turn. So, Artie.
I will sling my sling. Yes!
You crit it.
Ooh, says,
Which one are you striking? I'm assuming the most damaged of the two.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Artie's not paying too much attention. This is medium creature?
It is a medium creature.
Alright, so crit is 2d4 plus 2, and then 1 for... no, you don't get strength bonus on slings. 10 damage.
You fell this creature. You managed to strike it right in the temple as it's turning away from the last of the images in front of it. It exposes its temple to you, and your sling slings true, striking in the temple, and it just collapses and crunches down in front of you.
With my movement, I would like to do a interpretive dance of how the slaying of this beast should inspire us all to slay the rest of the lions.
Okay, you're gonna tuba an inspiring. Oh no, you're gonna dance.
I'm just gonna dance. Yeah, it's like some sort of like a lion crawling across the ground, and then on the other side something jumps at it with a spear. Oh no, it's the beginning of 300 when they're talking about the boy king and he killing the wolf, except with the lion. He's gonna interpretive dance that scene to encourage his allies.
Okay. Excellent. Nana, you were next to go.
There's only one left in the room?
There's only one left in the room. This is the one that managed to kind of dodge roll the fireball a little bit.
I'm gonna swipe the mask from the next lion.
Okay. You take you walk up to one of the dead lions and take its mask.
And if time allows, I'll get a shot off at this guy.
Why not? Shoot away.
Yeah. And here we go. Ooh.
That misses.
Yeah. Too busy getting that mask on.
Yeah. You took too much time with the mask and then fired awkwardly, and it didn't come together for you. Which leads us to Max.
Right, I was going to sling while he was distracted, striking the image down, right? So I can sling?
Sure, sling away.
Okay, good. Crit!
Indubitably.
Nice, sir.
Alright. So that means it's gonna be 2d4 plus 5.
2d4 plus 5 with a sling?
Plus 3 sling.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Remember, Neal.
Fucking wild mages.
13. All right, you strike it in the face. Its mask cracks a little bit. You see blood pouring between the cracks of the mask as it runs down its visage. It sways a little bit as you hit it, but it looks angry.
Oh, it's still up.
Yeah. Excellent. Nana, it's the end of the round. I believe you get a round.
Finish it.
If you're not counting my grabbing the
Yeah,
mask.
go for it. Shoot away.
All right. Let's kill this thing once for all. Yeah.
You hit it.
Hit it and quit it. Let's put this roll damage.
Do you have a +1 in your damage somewhere that you didn't use?
I have 19 dex. I think that in other editions of D&D, that counts as plus damage on range.
That doesn't give you plus damage in 2-point Neal.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
You strike it with
2.0.
you get the feeling that it is within 1 out of maybe 30 of its life. And it is hanging on. And that is everyone's turn. Initiative seems to be in order for the next round.
Okay. I am going to suppose that everyone else is going to finish these creatures off, so I'm going to run outside with my turn and see what I can pick off coming towards us.
Okay.
So what is actually the rule now if I'm shooting like right in front of me?
I actually don't know. Do you know, Neal?
So firing into melee, you can take a called shot at -4 to hit to only target your person. Otherwise,
he's
it's
firing from melee. Like he's in melee with it.
Oh, firing from melee. The rules are unclear. I think it's up to your whatever you decide today.
I'm just gonna let you sling him. I don't mind. I'm not gonna penalize you for it.
Sure.
It might be like an opportunity attack, but I'm just gonna ignore that. All right, Max, you go first this round.
Okay, I sling at him again.
A 23 hits, and with that, your rock at point blank, you just put him right in the face with your rock. It doesn't even leave your sling. You just twirl your sling around. You just beat it in the face.
Max damage again.
And it lies.
Oh my god, Max! What the fuck, dude? Artie feels incompetent now.
And with that, the creatures are dead, except for the one outside. Rob, as you're reeling from your spell, you can see this one creature that was on the roof with you. It seems to be running in the direction of the stone visage that you're standing on. It doesn't have the look of recognition, like it's not looking at you, it's just moving in that direction.
Okay.
So the next to move is Artie.
All right, I'm going to run outside because Max killed this guy and look for anything that sounds threatening. I didn't hear that guy shouting about bring the serpents, did I?
You could have, but you do see someone in a lion mask running towards.
Bring him on. That's all I needed to hear was lion mask.
Okay.
18. I don't know if there's any side or back or anything.
20 for back attack and
does not clear by
17 doesn't crit. I don't think so. Yep.
2 points of damage.
This one's getting nickel and dimed, man.
I'm sorry, that should be a D4, but I guess that's the same thing. So
yeah, it's fine. It's within bounds. Okay. Yep. You sling it in the back. It hurts, but it seems to be in its running. It doesn't like stop when you do that.
All right.
Which takes us to Nana.
What's left in this room?
There is a statue with a jug. 2 dead people that used to have masks of a fly trap. There are 4 dead lion mask people. There is the pond that is now full of blood and coins, and 2 chests. And the statue is holding that jug.
I just run by the pond really quick and reach in and grab whatever coin that I can reach from the murky blood.
Absolutely. You grab a fistful. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
All right, just one plain old d20 coming up. 16.
You managed to grab 16 coins, and as you look at them, all of them are bronze.
Yuck. Wait, bronze?
Or copper.
No. Yuck. I toss them back in.
Okay. You grab some coins, throw them back in. All right. Zen, you're invisible still. The combat's done in this room. Are you doing anything?
Has it been 8 rounds? Probably not.
Nah, it's been 4-ish probably.
Okay, I just kind of walk out of the building and start looking around for magic.
Okay. You get the unfortunately everything's made of stone here, right? All the buildings. It's hard to tell if there are anything inside any of the buildings without going into them, but you do get a like overpowering magical feeling from the stone visage in the center of town.
Go touch it.
I don't have to. Rob's standing on it.
All right. So are you in initiative still with this running lion, Artie?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm also gonna follow after.
Okay.
Roll
Anyone that
initiative.
wants to shoot at this lion as he runs away, feel free to roll initiative against him.
Yep.
All right.
We are closing in on 7.
We are, yeah. This combat took a long time. I didn't expect you guys to just immediately start grabbing things and get stabbed.
I didn't grab nothing. I freaking poked.
I guess it's just Nana. All right. You move simultaneously with it, Nana. You want to take a shot at this running lion?
You bet your balls I do. Hi,
Running away from us.
Yeah, back attack for any of your...
All right, so that should be a 14, 15, 16
16 hits.
for 4 damage.
Nana, you hit.
Of course I do.
4 damage.
8.
Oh,
And
I also
8
get my
damage.
attack. Do I get my attack?
All right. Max, are you rolling against it?
Yeah.
You hit.
Okay. That is a d4 plus 4. 5 damage.
For 5. Okay. Max, you almost fell. It stumbles as your sling hits it, but manages to right itself and keep running. It's at the end of the round. I'm going to give you a -2, Nana, on your bow attack here, as it has run into a larger distance for you. But you can take that second attack.
He's managed to run like 50 yards.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's going hard.
So -2. That's still a pretty solid hit.
Yep.
Oh dear God.
You can choose how you would like to finish this creature off.
Just fucking headshot.
Yeah.
Goes through the back of the skull and out, and the eyeball pops out, and it's awesome.
Very good. Very good.
Damage.
But that is exactly enough damage to kill him, and he goes down in a bloody hole.
Alright, we have to grab what we can and get out of here.
Yeah.
Wait! We need the pearls!
Oh yeah.
Right.
We can't leave them, or Desmond won't be in love with
Zen.
his girls.
Where's Zen?
Oh
He
no, you'll
disappeared.
have to return all the money.
It's about doing the job said you were going to do. Don't you know that's how how things are done through and through?
No.
Everyone else in the town here is basically just like giving you guys the city run to yourself. They all seem to have gone into a building or have run off towards the center of the visage. You guys seem to be pretty much just on your own here for the moment.
We don't see the moth guy, do we?
No. The moth guy seems to have gone with the crowd somewhere.
All right. Darn.
I
What are you
mean, we
thinking?
haven't searched the temple fully yet, right?
Well, we were also supposed to just talk to a very specific person.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to happen, though.
Well, the guy would have showed me where the pearls were, but no.
The Rock
well.
did nothing wrong. The Rock did nothing wrong.
Let's just get the hell out of this
So,
town, everyone. I think we're all in agreement that we should just GTFO.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or
I
mission,
guess we just start dragging the rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
mission
You guys can drag the rock out of town. No one goes to stop you.
Okay. Stop this combat music then.
Invisibly, are there any houses with open doors that I can look for money in?
You can open doors. There are some doors that are open. Sure. Do you want to give me a perception check as you wander through the town for a round?
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, so
So
close.
You do find a few open doors, and as you poke your head in, there's some loose coins that are kind of just about, like you on top of dressers and shelves. You can gather a D20 worth of copper if you would like, but you don't find anything else of note or interest as you search.
I am motivated to find the pearls. I'll search for a round.
Okay. As you search, you come across a single wooden building amongst the stone. There's a man in a serpent's mask there, just kind of standing. It's got kind of a long winged serpent just on his mask. He's just kind of sitting there meditating, and in a bowl in front of him are a string of pinkish pearls.
I just walk up and say, "These are mine," and I try to take them.
He just puts his hand on top of yours and just kind of puts it there, and he says, "An offering must be made. If a greater offering is made, or one that is found more accepting to the goddess, then the prior offering can be yours."
I take off my lion mask and put it down.
He says, "It is not wise to not play your part.
Yeah, that's what the last guy said.
If you strike me down, then I cannot stop you. I have not the power of the serpent goddess. A curse will be upon you, though. It is not a wise thing to slay a holy man.
I won't slay you then.
Then you will not have the pearls."
I grab them anyway.
Make a strength check.
What's my strength? Hold on, let's get to this piece of paper. Okay. 18.
You have 18
Shows
strength?
Rising strength.
No,
And just
it was 10
holding
plus.
your hand there as you grab the pearls, and he just like doesn't let you take them.
Little help, guys.
You probably see the rest of us dragging poor Rocky out of the swamp.
So are they in my
I
hand?
hear that.
Are they in my hand?
You have them in your hand. He has a hold of like your wrist.
I pull out a bar of soap and drop it. Is this good enough?
I appreciate your offering, but this is not a greater offering, nor is it more acceptable to the goddess.
I have a ceremonial dagger.
And what is the make of it?
I pull it out. It's from a previous quest. I don't remember all the description on it, but it's supposed to be really super pretty.
He nods, he thinks for a moment. It is clear that you play the part of a locust well. I assume before you stole the lion's mask, that must be what you are. I will tell you this. For the offering of a bar of soap and this ceremonial dagger, if you tell me the secret of your soul, I shall give you these pearls.
The secret of my soul?
What is it? We are traders in secrets, you see.
How much time do you have? No, I say that in character, trying to joke around it.
He says, I have as long as you do.
How about I throw in a silver dagger?
We already have a dagger, a fine ceremonial make as part of this offering. I want that glimpse into your very soul. That will appease the serpent goddess.
Look into my eyes. Can you see my soul? That's the secret.
I see it clearer than you may think, but I wish to hear it from your lips.
Well, what's that over there? And I try to pull away again.
All right, make a direct check. You distracted him. That would give you the opportunity.
Oh, God damn.
He just holds on.
You distract yourself.
The secret.
Wait, is there something over there?
No. The secret to my soul is 42.
He chuckles. Truthfully,
Truthfully, the secret is I cover up all the pain with alcohol. Because feeling feelings is something a weak person does. And I need assistance to not feel them.
He lets go. This will appease. This will help. We shall birth more of our kind. Go. I find your offering to the goddess satisfactory. And he takes the bar of soap and the dagger, and he writes what you said into the bar of soap and places them both in the bowl next to him and lets you take the daggers.
Did he just say that he was going to birth more of his kind from Eric's offerings?
And also, did he say he lets me take my daggers back?
He takes the ceremonial dagger and the soap.
Oh.
Because that was part of what you offered with your secret.
Damn it. I should have done the silver dagger. Oh well. So I got to keep the lion mask then?
Yeah, if you want it.
Sweet. Excuse me. Alright. Guys, I got the pearls. Let's get the hell out of this creepy ass town.
Yeah, we can complete the quest. Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here!
Back to
Alright.
the boat with no ballista.
So, you drag the rock back through the swamp across the graveled grounds.
It's a very fine boat.
Back
still
onto
got
your
my rock.
boat, which is still there. You begin
I
your way back
specifically
through
make
the
sure
river.
He has his rock.
And make your way back to Berkshire with your pearls in tow. It is now very late in the evening as you do that. But you come in as the sun sets across Berkshire.
All right.
I make my way directly for Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Excellent. As you make your way to Shenanigans, the
Oh god.
Fire.
Shenanigans is on fire, everyone!
It wasn't my fault! It wasn't my fault! That was loud in my headset.
Well, then
The second time, though.
then I dimension door that puts out fires when I dimension door.
Oh dear god, Gray looks so uncomfortable. Maybe nothing happens. Maybe that's the end of Shenanigans this week.
No, it's not. I
It's-
need to hear
Alright,
this.
so you
Neal.
get back and Shenanigans is on fire because Desmond's really bad at planning. You make your way across the Shenanigans, and as you enter, you see that it is adorned with streamers and balloons, and it says "Happy Anniversary, Lizzie" on it, and there is a full quartet of famous bards that you have all heard of. In the middle of the room practicing, there is a large gray wizard with a big beard conjuring cheap tricks. And Desmond looks over and he says, "You all look fucking awful. What happened to you?"
As they're just dragging me in there.
Yeah.
See, I was waiting for like that he had put, he had this tattooed on his wrist, the date of their anniversary, and so the person tattooing it tattooed it like 1/8, and he's like looking at it 8/1. All right.
Turns out
I
it was all for naught. But he says, "You all look like you need some rest. I can thank you very much for not spoiling the surprise. Please go upstairs. Did you manage to get the pearls?"
I did, at the cost of a dagger that I think has a part of my soul. So,
And a cost of a fireball scroll that I have to use.
Well, I can't imagine how much trouble you got into over this. Brooke must have gone quite insane since I last saw her. Thank you. And he says, "I would pay you, but you declined any reward. So I must thank you
Okay.
from my heart for your
can you
effort."
just say you owe me personally a favor, Desmond?
I don't know if I can owe you personally a favor without knowing what the favor is.
That's the cost of part of my soul.
You did agree to go for free.
All right,
I did not
Greg. Can I?
any such thing.
Greg, can I end my invisibility at will?
I actually don't think you can. I don't think visibility is dispellable in the description.
Oh, he could try and punch someone. That's an attack.
You could punch somebody. That is an act. That is an attack.
Nah.
Okay.
So I'm just invisible, staring at Desmond like 2 feet away from him, and he doesn't know.
He doesn't notice. You're just like nose to nose with him. And with that, he lets you guys get upstairs and sleep after your ordeal in the city of Mass. That I thought was going to be like heavily roleplay, and then you ambush some dudes.
They ambushed me.
All right.
They ambushed me.
Of course they
Thank
did.
you all for playing with
Rock
me.
did nothing wrong. All I wanted to do is just waiting for someone, for the mob to be like, hey, you can't do that. And I'd be like, I'm freaking Berkshire. I can do whatever. I came from Berkshire. I can do whatever I want. You can't tell me what to do and have like a 3-minute argument over how I can't do that and then not do it anyway. But no, they just be like,
I thought my cluing was pretty strong with Venus flytraps in front of the
it definitely was. That's why I was like, okay, they obviously don't want me to, so I'm gonna like go to poke at it. I'm like, obviously not grabbing, just like, you're gonna touch it. You're gonna touch it. Wait, like, do that. That's you're not playing your part. Like, honestly, that's the whole thing that was going through there. But
Alrighty.
Oh.
we're just gonna jump the guy because we killed everyone on site. And then when he
I think he's going to keep going until you stop him, Greg.
All right. Why don't we go around and say some thanks and sign off while I calculate some XP. We can just start, I guess, around in order next to me. So clockwise from me, Max. Who are you? Thanks for playing. Give yourself a shout out.
Yeah, so it was fun playing. Greg, you're an awesome DM.
Thank you.
And yeah, man, I hope to see you guys next time on Shenanigans. And yeah, it was fun playing.
Excellent. Why don't we next go to Rob?
All right. So again, great game on the part of Greg here, and just also want to say, even though I give Neal a hard time, he's also a very awesome GM, and his character Artie is pretty awesome as well, with all the little stuff he's put in there.
Thanks, Rob. Nick, you're next.
Well, to be honest, up until that fireball, I honestly thought the party was just going to wipe since I had no spells to help. All I had at that point was a knock.
We wasted all our
so there was
spells.
nothing else
We
I could
wasted
do.
all our spells against the orcs earlier that day.
Yeah.
Mm.
Didn't even get to like sleep on the boat before we got in, so I was pretty useless. And I was just thinking everyone's going to wipe, and I'm just going to have to watch what they do with the bodies and take all the magical items.
Thankfully, it didn't come to that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Next is Mech. Little Mech.
All right. Yeah. Always get me with that one, Neal. Guys, it's fun playing tonight. The most important thing I can say is The Rock did nothing wrong. It was all the man.
It's still
It was all the
flowing.
man. It's like, nope, you can't defend yourself.
Still feel like 90% of the people had it coming.
That's not part of this conversation. It's The Rock did nothing wrong. Again, it's great. You did a good job, Greg. It was a lot of fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
And next would be Eric.
GG, everybody. As a character with only 4 charisma, I usually just stayed quiet in the back. I want to say more things and interact more, but, gotta role play my character just right. Yeah. I just like being the kill machine, That level 4, hopefully level 5, if we get enough XP this time. And then I'll retire and create a new character. Because I've never been such a high-level character in any of Neal's campaigns, both in real life or on Shenanigans. I want to keep it this way.
I'll go next. There is nothing else on today. This is the last show for the day. Monday's my day off, and then we'll have a normal week the next week. We've got Hardcore Heroes on Tuesday morning, followed by Misclicks, and then the rest of the week is kind of a muddled, weird thing. You should check out reddit.com/r/Koibu and take a look at the announcement at the very top. It's called Fatal One. It's a new 5e dungeon crawl community event that we're going to be doing. That's going to be super cool, I hope. And Greg.
All right. Hey, I'm Greg. First things first. Unfortunately, you guys have a 6-player party, so you only get 970 experience each.
Nice.
970. That's just enough.
Okay, good. I'm glad it was plenty. Thank you all for coming and playing with me. I had a lot of fun doing this as always. I really needed the break from tax season to sit here and play fantasy war games. Yeah, thanks.
Taxis?
Yeah, it's tax season. I'm in full.
Oh, tax season. You said taxis. I was like, you're an Uber driver?
No, I'm not an Uber driver. I do people's taxes.
Oh.
So you said 976 XP?
970.
Oh, just 970. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll for my new HP.
Roll it.
Yep.
Okay.
Level 4.
Ooh.
I have
Good
12
roll.
All right,
Level
and
How much?
4. 12 HP at level 4.
You have double what I have at level 4.
Nice. Connar?
here we go. That D10 plus 2. Here's hoping I don't roll a 1. I'll
Nice.
take that over a 1.
Nice.
Nice.
Respectable.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I think still has more than I do,
Oh yeah.
but
Yeah,
she is
probably.
like 1 level ahead of me, but still rolling D10s and plus 2. It's like
Are you rolling for stuff as well, Zen?
Oh heck no.
No? Okay.
I need like 7k more to get to the next level. So I'm just going to be sitting here for like 12 sessions.
Excellent. Well then, that has been Shenanigans, everybody. Thanks.
Also,
Is there
I
any
do have
a little more XP?
a HP roll.
Did you level, Rob?
I was 28 away in Warriors, so yeah, this gets me
Ooh.
there. So I get 1/3 of a fighter roll here. So probably like nothing. Let's see. So 1/3 of 7.
That's
so
going to be
2.3. 2.3. Oh, and just want to say that I continual light Quantum's new rock.
Oh, very important.
I am 39 points away from level 5.
Oh, how brutal. All right. This has been Shenanigans. Thanks you all for playing and thanks for watching. We will see you next Sunday at the same Shenanigans time, same Shenanigans place. Bye, everybody.
Bye.